is no doubt in my mind that what the government is doing is going to destroy the economy and destroy the currency. Absolutely none whatsoever.
Good evening. Today is August the 25th, and my name is Lila Casada.
And I'm Ted Ross, and this is Toss Back News. In our headlines today, pandemic swine flu. They predicted that up to 50% of people will be...
Why you come close to me when you said swine flu? Just go ahead, keep going.
They predict up to 50% will suffer from it, and it could kill 90,000 people, more than the seasonal flu of 35,000 per year.
Take an umbrella wherever you go, everybody. Just keep an umbrella over
Well,
you.
you know, they want to step up the vaccine production, you know, so they can shoot up all the children.
Don't take the shots. Don't.
Yeah. Now, you remember yesterday I told you about the Justice Department going into interrogations of the CIA and all that stuff? They were going to have their own little elite force. Well, the CIA, during their investigation, they found that they would take detainees and repeatedly choke them. They would threaten to kill their children, threaten to bring their mother in and rape them in front of them. Their mother, yeah. And also use a handgun and a power drill to threaten.
Who are they getting to do all this? Gangsters?
Somewhat.
Sounds like mafia, Scarface
So,
people.
But yet now they're questioning if they should prosecute the interrogators. They say, well, we're not sure if we should prosecute them. And Cheney says...
They're going to be scared too.
And Cheney says, well, you know, it worked. Cheney says it worked. And he said that they should not be prosecuted because they were doing their job and it worked.
Yeah, remember Cheney went on a hunting spree? Or
He killed his friend or shot his friend. In Florida, oh, listen to this one. This is interesting. In Florida, this mother called the cops because her underage daughter was working at a strip club. Okay, that's okay right there.
That's not okay.
That's okay that she called the cops.
Oh.
Okay, but when the cops came, so did the reporters, the newscast reporters.
What?
So Grandma came out with a hoe, a garden hoe, okay,
and with her daughter, with her granddaughter,
and started swinging at the camera people, saying, "Get out of here! This is not your business. You know, it's none of your business because it's a personal nature." She hit the camera, you know, that they're filming, and so they got her on camera going crazy with the hoe, saying, "Get the heck out of here!" And now they filed police charges against her.
Against the grandmother?
Yeah.
Well, I guess she has to be a star to do it because stars do it all the time. They always knocking down the paparazzi and reporters.
But
and
you know,
the
reporters shouldn't be there anyway. You know. I mean,
no, they shouldn't.
They heard it on the news.
But if she would have been rich and she would have been famous, she would have went to jail. She'd be like, "Oh, you know, you have your rights," but you know.
Yeah. No privacy. In Florida, a 3-year-old girl got her arm stuck in the pool drain. In fact, her mom had to hold her above water for 2 hours until they could get paramedics there and help to get her, save her.
Wow.
She did survive, and they got her out.
Her arm's okay?
They didn't say. They didn't specify.
I hope she didn't go to the same people who
did the dentist.
You read my mind.
From yesterday. South Korea shot off a missile. South Korea, not North Korea. South Korea shot off a missile to get the very first missile launch, a successful missile launch that launched into space to launch their satellite.
Everybody got a satellite now.
Well, North Korea is like, okay, let's see what people in the world's going to say about that. Because we just launched our thing in April, and everyone jumped out our throats when we launched our satellite missile.
I remember that.
So North Korea's kind of saying, okay, let's see what they're going to say about South Korea.
No, they're not going to say no.
No, they're not.
They let whoever they want to. And just like whoever wants to have a nuclear weapon can have one as long as you're not brown.
Yeah. North Korea has some cojones. And they don't like that because the cojones...
Yeah, because North Korea had been calling people out before the Saddam Hussein. Like, yeah, we got it, so what you gonna do?
Exactly.
What's up? You
Saddam Hussein says, we don't got nothing, and they didn't find nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
But yet North Korea says, we got it.
We still got it. What you gonna do? Yeah,
and they're shooting off rockets daily.
Every year.
Yeah.
They scared. Is America scared?
I think so. But North Korea has actually asked for a U.S. envoy to come over there and talk about nuclear talks, nuclear negotiations. So they're asking, they're softening, quote unquote, softening up because Clinton went over there and sucked someone.
No, you didn't say that.
That's all I could do. I mean,
or someone.
He slept with someone over there.
Or someone.
Oh, Clinton's office has bed bugs.
So the man got bed bugs?
He had to move out of his office because he had bed bugs. From flight of North Korea.
Yeah.
He probably had bed bugs from North Korea. That's what it was. He had to move out of his office because of bed bugs.
Like was all mad. Like, you gonna talk to my husband?
Exactly.
She was over there.
She said, I don't
She was
need
mad.
no more.
She was mad that day. And I'm sitting here with bed bugs. Oh, excuse me. Did you get that on camera? And she keeps going.
The vet affairs, the VA affairs, you know,
You got me crying.
the veterans affairs. Well, what they're doing now is they actually had told 1,200 people that they were suffering from neurological disease. 1,200 vets were suffering from this. They weren't.
Oh, not again. See what I'm saying?
And
see what I'm
so
saying?
they
That's
had
what I'm talking
all
about.
these people have undergone expensive medical testing, and also they've been thinking they're going to die. 1,200
Where
vets.
is all the attorneys now? For some reason, like the attorneys, remember like
They're
4 or 5 years
scared.
ago, 4 or 5 years ago, it used to be like, call Larry Parker, call Bobby Jones,
Yeah.
call our
252-2222.
yeah, exactly. And now all of a sudden you can't find an attorney. There's like they've been
They're scared.
evaporated from the earth.
They're
Because this is a big lawsuit.
Obama's
Right?
going to nominate Bernanke to second term. So in January he's going to be.
Bernanke is a Republican that was a part of the Bush administration.
Yeah.
And you telling me Obama is going to keep
Gonna keep
part
him,
of the Bush
He
administration?
has half his stuff is Bush.
What does that tell
And
you,
Clinton,
folks?
and old Clinton stuff.
You-
Half is Bush and half is all Clinton. Yet he's supposed to be Mr. I am hope.
And his
new
ratings
stuff.
is falling really bad. Everything he says has been turning out to be a little bit, well, I won't say a little bit, a lot different than what he's supposed to be going to do. Both of them, whether Republican or Democratic, you are ran by a higher society that runs you. They're just the puppet people that they put out in front of you. So for us to be sitting here thinking that Bush is going to save us, Obama's going to save us, or even the next president is going to save us, it is not going to happen, folks. It's not.
Yeah.
Because they're going to put up who they want to put up, and you could be thinking you're voting for whoever, and they're going to put up their own people, and the next people are going to come in is going to do even worse. And you talk about $1 trillion deficit, you're going to be looking at a gazillion dollar deficit when
They're
they
just
get done.
the same
It's
horse in
never-
different colors.
Exactly, it's never
Heidi Montag. You probably don't know who Heidi Montag is. She's from one of those reality shows with Heidi and Spencer.
Yeah, I know nothing about the reality show.
Well, she says she needs second breast implants. The reason being is because of her active life. She says she felt that they've shrunk because she's been active a lot. You know, working out, running, stuff like that. I use Michael Jackson news because we got some interesting news here. They did rule it as a homicide, so the doc is up for homicide. The doc gave Michael Jackson drug after drug after drug that day and that morning
How do they know this?
because of interviews and timeline. The timeline started at 1:30 a.m.
The doctor was there at 1:30 a.m. in the
He
morning?
was there. He was living there.
Oh my God.
So at 1:30 a.m. he gave Michael Jackson Valium.
Okay.
At 2 o'clock, half hour later, he gave him lorazepam. Lorazepam. I don't know what it's called. It's Lorazopam. It's a muscle relaxer. That was at 2 a.m. At 3 a.m. he gave him Milozone. My God, I'm having terrible with these. I'm not a doctor, so don't talk about me. So it's anti-anxiety drug.
So, okay, first he took the pain
1:30 a.m.
He took the pain away, and
Valium.
then he took his muscles away at a half hour later. And then another half hour later, he made it where he
No, it's an hour later. After
an
that.
hour later he made it where he didn't feel
Anxiety.
or nervous about what he had taken.
And then at 5 a.m. he gave him more of that muscle relaxer. At 5 a.m. And at 7:30 a.m. he gave him more of that anxiety drug. And then at 10:40 he gave him propofol.
Oh my God.
And at 10:50 he went to the bathroom. And then when he came back, Michael wasn't breathing. Doctors say that if you give someone propofol, you should stay with them and not ever leave them.
Propofol, is that the one they gave him they give you when you're going into surgery?
Yeah.
He gave him that too?
Yeah, that was the last thing he gave him at 10:40 a.m.
Okay, well did he
And they gave him a large amount because that's what the homicide report said that he died of. Now, he was on the phone for 47 minutes with 3 different people before he even called. Family is looking for justice, and that is the news.
I don't blame him. Go after the Jackson family. I'm telling you, that is not right.
And that's the news.
Even though
he's
a grown man, he could do what he want to do, but still, this man, he trusted his life to somebody to do it for him, to make sure he was, okay, and they didn't do it.
Yep.
Well, sorry.
And that's the news on August 25th, and this is Toss That News.
And good evening to you. And thank you for being with us. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Good evening. See you tomorrow.